Hey everyone, today's going to be a very quick video about Ratchet and Clank. Just wanted to get this out here just so I can follow the fucking trend and shit. I'm going to get right into it. First I want to start with a review. Great fucking game. Very fucking solid. The game is absolutely beautiful. No stuttering, there's no nothing. There's barely a loading fucking screen, to be honest. Combat better than ever for a Ratchet and Clank. Right before Rift Apart came out, I played the remaster for Ratchet and Clank, and I had a really good time playing it. Literally just so I can be prepared for Rift Apart. I liked all the characters. I love the characters actually. Even the side characters were I thought they were awesome. Really good side missions. Right now I'm trying to get a platinum on it. I thought the guns were awesome. All the guns felt very fucking unique. The level design was great. Every planet was beautiful. Every planet was different. Every planet was every planet felt different. Which I thought was really good. Especially for a game where it's more story driven. If the game is story driven, I feel like they could have did like the lazy route, and obviously they could have just made it so every planet kind of looks and feels the same. But every planet is different. Every planet's different, and everything feels different. And I really like that. The puzzles were cool, I'm not gonna lie. Skipped them. They were cool, like they were nice with the little robot, but halfway through I just didn't want to deal with that shit anymore. I don't want to do the puzzles. I just want to get into the game and play the game. But the main reason why I'm playing this is because it came out on PC port, woo woo. And a lot of people were saying, I'm not gonna say who, but a lot of people were saying that the game that the SSD thing was a lie and all this bullshit. In that because Insomniac and PlayStation said that the game was possible for the SSD and it wouldn't, and the game was made for PS5. And what we see now with this PC port is that it runs the best on PlayStation. It looks the best on PlayStation. And this is going to turn into a conversation now of where people just don't understand that the game was made specifically for the SSD of the PS5 and how the console works when it comes to decompression and stuff of files and loading. No matter what port of this game goes to, it does not matter where this game goes. The game is not going to run as it should, as if it would on a PlayStation 5. And it's not because the SSD is super magical and all this bullshit. It's because the game was made because of how the PS5 is designed, of how it handles loading and screen and games and stuff like that. And they, even on a 4090 with 64 gigs of RAM and a really good SSD, the PC is still beat by the PlayStation, and you can literally see it in the rifts because it's not an immediate bam, you're in the level. It's a couple second delay, and then you get loaded in. And then you saw the HDD gameplay, and I don't have to really say anything. But all I'm gonna say is, yeah, it's yes. Technically, it is playable on a HDD, if you even want to fucking say that, because it's practically almost unplayable on a fucking HDD. Still slow as fuck. People don't understand that they weren't talking about the game. It was never the game that they said the game was only made possible because of the PS5 SSD. The SSD of the PlayStation 5 made it possible because of how fast these levels load in and the rifting apart. And it's not just cutscenes. You're also rifting into a different level in the game, and that's not like that takes loading. Like it's not like you're just like grappling. Like you're that's a whole loading thing. And people don't like. I just hate the ignorance and stupidity of this shit. Yeah, like we understand the game is playable on other shit, but literally they recommend SSD. Like it says, strongly recommend SSD because of how fast the game has to download the data so you can load into the next rift. It boggles my mind that people choose to be this ignorant. And listen, I'm a PlayStation fan, yada yada yada. But I am real what it has to be. And listen, I even like if I even if I was an Xbox fan and I loved playing Xbox, I would still understand why the game is the way as it is. It will never ever be able to run on a PC no matter how good you make the specs like it would on a PlayStation, because the game was made for a PlayStation 5. In the PC, it can't do it. Like even with the highest grade PC, it still lags behind the PS5. And that's kind of honestly, that's kind of it. I just wanted to talk about it, give a really quick review, ramble about this stuff that's going on, because I don't like the ignorance. And I feel like people are just so on one team that no one really sits back to like actually understand the of why the game was made and how it's possible. But that's it. Peace out.